Did you know that OCD isn't just about being neat and organized? In fact, it's much deeper, much more complex, and often completely misunderstood. What if I told you that for millions of people, OCD is a daily battle that goes far beyond just keeping things tidy? Let's uncover the reality of living with OCD and break the myths that surround it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the topics that matter. Today, we're talking about Obsessive-Compulsive Disorder, or OCD, what it really is, how it affects people, and why it's so much more than the stereotypes we often see in movies and TV shows. Whether you struggle with OCD yourself, know someone who does, or just want to be more informed, stick around because this is a conversation we all need to have. Let's start with the basics. OCD, or Obsessive-Compulsive Disorder, is a mental health condition that involves two main components: obsessions and compulsions. Obsessions are intrusive, unwanted thoughts, images, or urges that cause distress, while compulsions are repetitive behaviors or mental acts done to reduce anxiety. For example, someone with OCD might have an intrusive fear of harming a loved one, even though they would never actually do so. To cope with this fear, they might engage in rituals like counting, checking, or repeating certain phrases to prevent something bad from happening. The key thing to understand is that these compulsions aren't voluntary. They feel necessary, like a way to regain control over overwhelming anxiety. Now let's talk about the biggest misconceptions. One of the most common myths is that OCD is just about being excessively clean or organized. While cleanliness can be a compulsion for some, OCD manifests in countless ways, like obsessive fears of illness, needing things to be just right, or even intrusive, violent, or taboo thoughts. It's not a personality quirk. It's a serious mental health condition that can disrupt daily life. So what causes OCD? The exact cause isn't fully understood, but research suggests it's a combination of genetic, neurological, and environmental factors. Brain imaging studies show that people with OCD have differences in how their brains process fear and decision-making. It's also linked to imbalances in serotonin, a neurotransmitter that affects mood and anxiety levels. Let's hear from you. Have you ever experienced intrusive thoughts? Maybe you've caught yourself checking the door multiple times or feeling the need to repeat a certain action until it feels right. These experiences don't necessarily mean you have OCD, but they do give a small glimpse into what someone with the disorder goes through every day. The good news is that OCD is treatable. Cognitive behavioral therapy, specifically exposure and response prevention, is one of the most effective treatments. ERP helps people gradually face their fears without performing compulsions, reducing their anxiety over time. Medication, such as SSRIs, can also be helpful for some individuals. But one of the most powerful tools is awareness, understanding that OCD is real, valid, and deserves proper support. So now that we've broken down the reality of living with OCD, let's keep the conversation going. If you learned something new today, hit that like button and share this video to help spread awareness. And if you or someone you know is struggling, remember, help is out there and you are not alone. Subscribe for more deep dives into important topics and drop a comment below sharing your thoughts or experiences. See you in the next video.